All right, today we're going to do a precipitate lab, so along with the other chemical changes. So these are the mixtures that we're going to put together in the test tube. So first we're going to start with sodium bicarbonate and magnesium sulfide. Okay, so sodium bicarbonate is this one. So we're going to take 2 droppers full and put it in test tube A. 1, 2, and then this one is magnesium sulfate. So I'm going to take 2 droppers full of this one. So there's 1, and there's 2. Okay, let's see if you can see this real close up here. Did you see the bubbles made? Is there anything forming on the bottom of that test tube? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Okay. So on our chart, color change? No, not really. It's still kind of blue, just like the magnesium sulfate and the sodium bicarbonate. So you're going to put an N for no in that blank. Temperature change? No, it still feels normal temperature. So put an N there. Gas produced? Yeah, I think we saw some bubbles. Precipitate formed? I'm thinking no. No, there's still nothing on the bottom. Okay, so evidence of a chemical change. Well, it did bubble, so we're going to put a yes. We had 1 evidence of bubbling, so we have chemical change. Okay, now in test 2B, we're going to do sodium bicarbonate and calcium chloride. Okay, so sodium bicarbonate. Okay. And calcium chloride. So we got blue and green. Let's see what happens if there's a color change. Okay. Oh. Well, yeah, it got white and murky. Any bubbles? I can hear some sizzling, so I'm going to say yes. Oh, and I don't know if the camera can catch it, but it's bubbling. So, we do have a color change. No temperature change. There was a gas produced. And let's wait to see if a precipitate formed. But we do have, with the color change and with the bubbles, we do have evidence already. Okay, let's look at C, sodium bicarbonate and sodium carbonate. Okay, so here's our bicarbonate again. 1, 2, and then here's sodium carbonate. So here's 1, and here's another. So I don't know that a color change happened. Oh, but look, there's powder on the bottom of this one. That's a precipitate. When you mix 2 liquids together and a solid forms, that's called a precipitate. So yes. Okay. So no bubbles, no temperature change. No gas, but yes, a precipitate formed. So yes, we have evidence of a chemical change. All right, D is magnesium sulfate and sodium carbonate. So here's magnesium sulfate. Okay, so here's 1. Okay. Now sodium carbonate. So here's my sodium carbonate again. Oh, Well, that kind of turned a milky color, didn't it? And look at, that's kind of, oops, I can't see. There it is. Look at, that's kind of a gel-like. Oops, I keep moving, sorry. Not very good at holding the camera and doing a lab all at the same time. Okay, so that definitely thickened up and changed color. We'll wait and see if precipitate formed. So color change, yes. Temperature change, no. Gas produced, no. Precipitate formed, I'm thinking maybe, because it's that milky color. So evidence of a chemical change, yes. Okay, let's see. Magnesium sulfate and calcium chloride. Okay, so magnesium. And calcium. Here we go, calcium chloride. Well, let's see. Color change? Not really. Temperature change? No, not that I can tell. Gas? No. Precipitate? Not yet. So do we have any evidence? Nope, not on that one. Okay, let's do sodium carbonate. Okay, sodium carbonate and calcium chloride. So, sodium carbonate. Okay. And calcium chloride. Oh, well, something happened there, didn't it? That one even feels heavier. So I would say yes, a new substance was formed. I would say precipitate. Look at that. It doesn't even, when you tip it on its side, it doesn't hardly even go anywhere. Okay, so let's look back at B. Look at B. You can see the powder in the bottom now. That's a precipitate. Two liquids together form a solid. Okay, let's see. B, there is a precipitate there. I don't know if I can hold the camera there. Maybe you can see it there. Okay, there's something in there. So C has a precipitate. D, it formed a precipitate because it's like jelly-like. It turned solid. Okay. E, I'm afraid nothing happened there. And then F, same kind of thing. It's thick, so a precipitate has formed there. It's turning into a solid. All right, hope you enjoyed the virtual lab.